off we go from Denver. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Texans for their opening. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it with the collegiate.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Good footwork at the 30. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now it's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mike Burton taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try to do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Chris McGarnett for the extra point.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Second down and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was a first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up. It's got clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Back deep, Marquez Callaway.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll run here with Pierce.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They begin the drive with Williams. Lucky there just to avoid the safety. Able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Pirine. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he is going to lose yardage here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to pound away CD.
And right now, I know a lot of fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, Wilson steps away to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Frank Clark finding his way home to get the sack.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left standing at a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have the first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On second and 12, Wilson. This should complete to Jerry Jeudy. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Frank Clark, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
They find some open field here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. And the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Nagar's kick is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down, Williams. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now Pirine, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Again, here's Pirine. Taken down at the 42.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling.
Here's Pirine. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A handoff as they... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Wilson. Out Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this Texans defense stands tall.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
On the counter, this is Singletary. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took it past the boundary, and it's 4.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 29, Wilson out quickly to Judy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
McGar now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Phillips now from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. 57 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 22.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. and then you can't catch up in time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This is asleep.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured they go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.